Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Please let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat. Say hello, say hello, say hello. Say hello. Come on in. Happy Wednesday, y'all. All right, come on in. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat so that I am clear and I am not just talking to myself. The chat. All right, all right. Welcome everyone. If you're new to the space, welcome. I am Shevvy Mac. Go ahead and drop in the chat where you're joining me from. I'm excited to be here with you all. I'm here every week on Wednesday. And if you're new, like I said, drop in the chat where you're joining me from and also what you do. So let's get started. So I am Shevvy Mac, and I am the founder of Mac Leadership Academy, and I am your educator, your consultant, and coach, and I guide women-owned tax and accounting firms to create a profitable, scalable, and sellable business. And I do this through helping them to develop their leadership skills, help them to build their business foundation, and also to develop their team as well. If you don't have a team, I help you do that. So welcome today. And today's topic is a bold topic. And it's, are you sending yourself to an early grave? And you're probably like, Chevy, really? Yes. This is a topic that we have to talk about because as business owners, we are doing so much and we ignore the red flags, we ignore the signs. But yes, so that is a topic for today. And this week has been busy for me, y'all. And part of me bringing up this topic is sometimes as business owners, we're always going like this week, I have my daughter's graduation tomorrow. My son's birthday is coming up next in a week and a half. So planning that, I have all these other appointments, running, a business, doing an internship. So it's like all these things that we do as business owners, which you're probably doing yourself in your business, in your firm. And that's why this topic is all about, are we sending ourselves to early grave? Because I've put myself through things that I'm going to go over today. I'm going to just talk about 3 things that maybe you are experiencing right now in your business and is impacting how you lead, how you show up. It is impacting your quality of life. It is impacting how you do business and how you run your own personal life. All right. But again, let me know if you are joining me, where you're coming from and what you do, and just say hello in the chat to make sure I'm not talking to myself. And if you hear anything in the background, the kids just got home from school. So, hey, it's all good. All right. So, are you sending yourself to an early grave, my friend? And that's a question that you really need to sit with because you have to look at all the things that you are doing right now. So, number one, you are overworking yourself. And I can relate because I've definitely put myself in that position before. And I'll go into some details of what happened to me when I was overworking myself. And you're probably doing the same. I've served 22 years this year in the military, 22 plus years. But there was a time when, being in the military, we're working long hours, we're resilient, we're always going because guess what? We have to execute the mission, we have to do things, we have to lead team, and I've led teams, diverse team, large events. I've deployed in environments, combat environments where I am working like 7 days straight, 14 hours, like no days off continuously because we got to get the mission done. But it is so important for us to kind of pause. And sometimes when we create this habit of just going and going, we're so used to just grinding, grinding all the time. And if you are driven like me, if you're like, you're an action taker, you want to get things done, you want to make sure that things are going right in your business, the process, all that stuff. And you just like, hey, I love getting things done. Hey, awesome. Thank you for joining in the Facebook group. Greetings to all. Let me know your name so I can address you by your name. Thank you so much for joining. And as I was saying, I was that person who was overworking myself. And, being in the military, we have a lot of things to do. We have people that we're responsible for. We have operations that we're responsible for. We have to, depending on your job. And my job, I had all of that. Budgeting, the whole nine, moving, transitioning, depending, if you're going from one location, one state to the next state because your time is, you got an assignment to go somewhere else, managing home life. And because I was doing all of this, plus going to school and all the things that I was doing to myself mentally and emotionally, even though I, was getting the signs and stuff, I kind of ignored those signs and I ended up with vertigo. So you as a business owner, as a firm owner, like really identify, like stop and pause. Like, are you, and going back to my question, are you sending yourself to an early grave? Because a lot of times you are working so hard trying to create this business, create this legacy that you are trying to leave for your family or sell one day, that you end up losing yourself in the process. And I'm here to remind you and to refocus you to start thinking, okay, what can I stop doing right now as a CEO to where I am kind of like rebalancing myself so that I am not consistently overworking myself. I am not working 14, 16, 17, 18 hours where I am barely getting any sleep. So really think about, when it comes to your quality of sleep, how many hours are you really getting? Okay? Because I remember when I was overworking myself, I was up till 1 o'clock in the morning studying. I was breastfeeding. So it's just like, was I, looking back and I'm like, why? Why? I mean, I was able to achieve a lot of things, but at what cost? Yes, you know what? It cost me a trip to the ER. It cost me vertigo. It cost me anxiety for years. So, as a business owner, as a firm owner in your business, what can you stop doing now so that you can get out of that overwork, that grind mode all the time? So that's number one. Like, self-identify. You're overworking. What can you stop doing now? Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know if you can relate. If you can relate, drop a one in the chat, okay? If you can relate to what I'm saying right now, drop a one in the chat. Or if you like, you know what, Chevy, I am good, I don't overwork, then drop a two. I would love to know, because we need to make sure that we are supporting each other and sharing, like, hey, we have a balance and we know how to balance work and life. All right. As I mentioned, you're ignoring the signs. And when I say signs, these are things that you are feeling in your body. Yes. So, for example, you may notice that your anxiety level increases as you continue to work, which is part of the overworking. Maybe you have constant headaches where you feel lightheaded just randomly. Maybe you, as you're walking, you feel a little dizzy. Guess what? These are things that I was experiencing, but I ignore the signs. I was just like, I would stop, pause, but not really like take time to like implement self-care and really like, okay, don't do anything, stop taking classes. I kept going, I kept going, I kept going. So are you doing the same thing to yourself? In your business, you keep going, you keep showing up for your business because you still got to show up for your family. You still got to make sure that dinner is ready. If you have kids, homework, thank goodness school is about to get out. But also, you have to think about what all the additional activities your kids are doing. Because again, it's part of being a parent. So, another thing is, like I mentioned, anxiety level, lack of focus. Like you're not able to make decisions as quickly as you used to because you're like forgetting things because you're overworked. Your mental capacity is like at a point where it's at 1,000, to the point where you cannot truly focus. You cannot get the clarity that you need to really make decisions as a CEO and grow your business to the point of where you're trying to grow, because right now you're just like you're being pulled in so many different directions. Okay, you're being pulled in so many directions because you are ignoring the signs. So if you are experiencing any type of signs in your body, maybe there's anxiety, maybe you just feel anxious, maybe there's jitters going on, maybe you just have constant headaches that you like, where, like, what is happening? Maybe you're feeling lightheadedness, like drop a two in the chat if you like, you know what, I'm experiencing some of this stuff. Because it's time for us to be honest with ourselves. It's time for us to like stop faking like we got all of our shit together and really look at, okay, I really need to take inventory of my quality of life. Because if I didn't stop, well, if that anxiety or the vertigo didn't stop me, I would have been like that person who is continuing to just kind of go and go and go. And I don't want you to get to the point where you end up in the ER or you end up, you know, with a heart attack or even gone. Okay. I want to make sure that you're here to create the legacy, to be there not only for yourself, for your family, your business, but also for you, like taking care of you. So, and that is part of building the business foundation. Is not just the business, but the life foundation as well, and is what I support you through one-on-one mentorship, coaching, and consulting. And another thing that maybe is impacting your overall health, which can be detrimental to you and your business, is the fact that you have a team, but you're not optimizing your team, my friend. So I've had the privilege of, you know, leading large groups of people, being responsible for team, different contracts. And that's one thing about the military that I love is like I got in my career, I got the experience to do a lot of different things of leading, training, running operations, $1 million operations, executing large events on multiple occasions, whether that's, you know, here in the US or even overseas or in a combat environment. So I definitely got the experience to just kind of do a lot of things, which meant I needed support from my team, volunteers to execute and make sure that we delivered. And one thing that I am really good at is making sure that I'm able to empower my team because I am that person. I'm not going to take on all the roles and the responsibility because that's not good for me mentally, emotionally, and physically. Plus, running the family, plus doing all the other things. So I want you to think about when it comes to your team, how are you optimizing your team? Do you have a team of 4, 5, 6, 7 individuals, whatever that number is? And do you still see yourself overworking? Do you still see yourself working long hours? Do you still see yourself losing sleep even though you have a team? So that means, my friend, that you need to look at how are you really optimizing your team? What is the structure of your team? What are the deliverables of your team? Are you empowering your team? Are you delegating to your team? And if you're not, then you need to reach out, connect with me so that I can help you build the foundation so that you can have a team that you are able to optimize, a team who is able to execute on your behalf so that you can really focus and narrow in on your time to be the CEO, to run your business effectively, to lead your team effectively, because I want you to be here for a long time. Right now, the question is, are you sending yourself to an early grade because you're trying to do it all? You are trying to do it all, my friend. And if you're like, you know what, Shevvy, I'm doing it all. I'm overworked. I'm feeling all these different emotions because I don't have time to really rest, reset, or recharge. And my team is not functioning or they're not optimized how you would love them to be. If this is you, then I will love for you to connect with me. You can send me a DM, or if you would love to join me on my upcoming free masterclass to help you go from grinding to feeling grounded, then click the link in the description and join. And this class is going to help you to really start setting that foundation so that you can be prepared when it comes to tax season or even just in life. And it's not even that just the tax season specifically. This can help you in any phases of your business. But this course is going to help you to really take control of your time. It's going to help you to create the structure, the habits that you need to be the CEO when it comes to the challenges that comes with tax preparation or dealing with your customers. Like, I am going to help you build that structure so that you are able to manage all of it and still remain grounded and not feel like your anxiety level is going up, your family time is being lost because you don't have any time because you're overworked trying to make sure that you meet the demands of your clients. So if you are in a position where you like, I need support, I need mentorship, I'm ready to just kind of create the peace and the joy and excitement in my business, because right now you're probably like overwhelmed, exhausted, burnt out, and you're like, you know something needs to change, because you know you should be operating in the CEO space, but currently you're in the business. You're doing so much to the point you don't have time to do the CEO things that you need to do. So let me all right, I got some thumbs up in the Facebook chat. Thank you. S. Maxwell is here. Thank you for joining me every week, as always. Taking notes from ATL. Yes, yes, yes. And yes, and let me know what is one takeaway that you got from here, or is it, or even one aha moment like, yes, I need to start doing this, or I need to start really looking at how can I reduce my workload as a CEO? What is something that I need to release or let go? Because if you're looking to really create a profitable, scalable, and sellable business, you have to first focus on you as a CEO. You have to look at, okay, how can I show up to the point where I'm able to develop my business at the different stages of increased profitability, scalability to where I can scale with a team and I know how to lead my team, and to the point of the phase 3 of, okay, I have the foundation, I have the team, now I'm ready to sell, without feeling like you have to keep grinding and grinding and grinding. Like, I want you to be in your business where you're excited to be there, you're excited to lead your team, you're excited to serve your clients, and you're excited because you have a quality of life that you are proud to have. Okay? And you're not just looking at, dag, is my life going to be like this for the next 2-3 years, the next 5 years? Like, I want you to think about, in the next 6 months, what is it that you want to change for yourself as you show up in your business and as you show up in your personal life and as you show up for your clients? Like, what is it that you want to change within the next 6 months? Is that how you show up? Is that how you lead? Is that how you develop your team? You know, Facebook user said we have to thrive with our business. Yes, we want to thrive with our business, not die with our business. Okay. We want to grow this business, just like I want to take Mac Leadership Academy to the next level. But I'm going to make sure that I have the support that I need. I'm going to make sure that I don't keep grinding. And yes, I understand that. Oh, excuse me. There's a time when we have to grind 100%. Trust me. I know this from experience. 22 plus years in the military. I know the importance of, like, hey, we got to go hard. We're going to be working 12, 14 hours consistently, because guess what? We got to make this thing happen. I get it. But as a CEO, you have to flex. You have to flex. You cannot keep grinding and grinding and grinding all the time. You have to really identify, how can I show up as the best leader so that I am taking care of myself, so that I can take care of my team, my business, and my clients, so that I don't lose myself in this process, trying to build this legacy that I've been wanting forever, because I want the freedom, because I love the freedom of having my own business. I love the freedom that I now have to just kind of show up here and support you all. So let me know, what are you thinking right now? What are some things maybe you got to change in your business, or maybe start doing in your business? All right, Facebook user, I don't know who you are, but thank you for the comment. I used to manage a team of about 25 direct reports in my previous role, and I really had to learn the strengths and weaknesses of not only each team member, but myself, so that I can find out where each person and their expertise best fit the betterment of the business. Exactly. Exactly. And sometimes, as as a CEO of your business, I get it. You're like, this is my baby. I know the process. I know how to do everything. But if you're the one doing everything, you cannot continue to scale and make your business a sellable business. In order to make your business a sellable business, guess what? You have to have the foundation. You have to know how to lead. You have to know how to develop. Okay. And you have to make sure that your business is ready to be sold to the next buyer who is willing to pay high price for your business. And that is what I help you with, is to help you through the different 3 phases, depending on where you're at in your business, is to help you I guide you based on my experience of being in the military, doing a lot of things, executing, leading, training, developing people, running operations, doing budgets, all of it. I guide you to help you build that foundation to develop yourself as a leader, to develop your team so that you can create the business that you want and you enjoy, and to sell it if you choose to, or make sure that it is ready to pass down to your family so that they can be like, okay, mom gave me a solid business to take on. Because again, where do you see yourself in the next 6 months? And where do you want your business to go? That is my question. That's my question. All right, Facebook user said you are not a CEO if you are doing everything 100%. 100%. So if you have a team and you're burnt out, you're exhausted, you're like questioning, like, what am I doing? You're questioning yourself, like, what is it that you're doing wrong? And it's not that you're doing anything wrong, is that you need guidance. You need mentorship. And sometimes we think we can do it alone. We can continue to, and yes, we can, but it's going to cost. Over time, it's going to cost you. So if you're looking for support from me and you or just want to connect with me, you can DM me, ask any questions, or you can join me on this free masterclass next month where I'm going to help you to start building that foundation to help you go from grinding to feeling grounded, okay, in your business and your life. All right. Any questions? Any questions from anyone? Let me know in the chat. Remember that it starts with you as the CEO. It starts with you. And like we talked about on Saturday with my guest, Janelle, self-leadership, it starts with you definitely deciding, okay, what changes do you have to make? I recommend Coach Shevvy. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, and you will not be disappointed when you work with me. Do believe that. I'm all about getting results, but also you will have to do the work. Thank you for that lovely comment. I appreciate I would love to know who said this, but thank you so much for that. Yes, and like I said, I will love to support you. I will love to help you get your business at the point where it needs to get to in a sense of building that foundation. So you can reach out. Awesome. Ian, thank you so much for the comment. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Definitely appreciate it. And thank you for joining me in the Facebook group. Appreciate it. And like I said, y'all, if you would love to get support from me, I'm definitely here to support you. I'm here to help you to get your business where it needs to be, and so that you can have the life and business that you want and you enjoy, okay? If there are no questions, thank you so much for joining me. I am here every Wednesday. Invite a friend. Also drop in the chat what you do, because maybe someone else can use your services. You never know who is watching. They may watch the replay. And if you're watching a replay, hit #replay and reach out to me if you love to kind of just learn more about how I can support you, or click the link in the description to join the free masterclass coming up. And as your host and as your educator, consultant, and coach, I am Shevvy Mack, and I guide women-owned tax and accounting firms to create a profitable, scalable, and sellable business so that they can have the life and business that they want. Yes, definitely join me. And I also do training. So if you like, you know what, I don't need a coach, I want, come out and do training for my team or for myself, hit me up as well too. All right, y'all, happy Wednesday, and I will see you all soon. Thank you for joining.